Worldwide, there are an estimated 620 million economically active young people under the age of 24, but the unemployment rate among them is the largest ever recorded by the International Labor Organization. One of the hardest hit areas is in Europe. Spain is still suffering from some of the highest unemployment among the young at a staggering 40% this year, leading some to give up looking for work altogether. This man moved to Spain 10 years ago from Ecuador. He says, "It is bad. I am very down. And this looks like it doesn't have any solution, and even if it does," he says, perhaps not for 6 or 7 years. The way things are going, we foreigners will have to leave here, he says, and even Spaniards are leaving. The United States is not immune to this labor crisis. A U.S. government agency reports the number of young people who were employed in July was the lowest rate on record for the month of July. Hilda Solis is the U.S. Labor Secretary.
What it's showing is that we have very overqualified people at an older age that are actually taking those jobs that would have normally gone to, say, youth, many young people. And because of this recession, that has contracted and really hurt, I think, the ability for young people to get into the job force.
Lyle Stewart is a student at the University of Maryland who has a job, but his friends are finding it hard to get one.
Because a lot of the more mature people come down and snatch up the jobs that the young people have to offer.
Oh, really? Now, why is that, do you think?
Because there's less jobs out there that are high paying and people need money to survive, you know. So I completely understand that. But it just makes it more difficult on the youth to get jobs.
But not all is gloom and doom. At the University of Maryland's Career Center, Director Rick Herron says most Maryland students tend to get placed in jobs they want if they are aggressive.
Generally, if kids have a pretty good idea about what it is they want to do, and if they're aggressive about going through the job search process, they're probably going to be okay. It's those students who are kind of the proverbial lost souls who lack direction, who sometimes lack motivation, and who sometimes don't take advantage of the rich resources that career centers like the University of Maryland provides.
Herron adds that when students can't find work in their field in a bad economy, finding work when the economy improves can be even harder.
It's because there's a whole fresh crop of brand new graduates who have kind of gone to the head of the line, and at the same time that's happened, experienced job seekers are picking off the plums as well. So it's very, very important that students really turn on the afterburners as they complete their senior year and go for what they want.
When it comes to hiring, companies remain cautious, conservative, and pragmatic, according to Michael Steinitz, who works for an international recruiting firm. But he says there are glimmers of hope.
The good news is that companies did cut so deep that the hiring trends coming back most are already showing to be pretty aggressive. And even though you hear these feelings of sort of in the newspaper, these signs of pessimism at times, hiring is picking up.
The International Labor Organization says it is important for countries to focus on strategies that combine training and education policies that target employment for the young. If they don't, the ILO says they could face what it calls a lost generation of workers. I'm Philip Alexiou, VOA News.